G'day comrades, Tony Barry. You may remember me for the Not For Sale campaign. Just in case you don't, I wore the t-shirt. Now I'm an actor, and they say when you're too lazy to work and too frightened to steal, acting is one of the few opportunities left open to you. That may be true, I'll leave that up to you to determine. But I've always been a unionist, since 1958, when I was a member of the ETU, when I was an apprentice electrician. Then I got into hospitality, I joined the union there. Then when I got into Actors Equity in 1967, I joined that union. That's now become amalgamated into the Media Entertainment and Arts Alliance. But I've been a member of that union for over 50 years, and a proud member. I've served on committees, I've been Vice President of New South Wales, but I've been there because I believe that the strong should support the weak. And the weak is anyone vulnerable in a situation where they can be exploited by the bosses. And that's the role of the bosses these days, to maximise their profit, sometimes at your expense. So what we're trying to do here is put together a video competition. I call this Boxing Clever. We're taking this to the public eventually, but at the moment we're keeping it in-house. And it's a video competition on the history of the union movement in Australia. And that dates way back to the Todd Puddle martyrs from Chester, I think, in England. And they were sent out to Australia. But they were sent out because they tried to organise a labourers' union in England back in the 1800s, late 1800s. So unionism and support for the worker goes back a long way. The Wave Hill, where the Aboriginals walked off Wave Hill Farm, or holding, because they weren't being treated fairly. And it's the union movement that makes sure that you, as workers, are treated fairly, and that you get your just desserts, not only with your wages, but safe conditions for working. Okay, so the idea of this, the history of the union movement in Australia, is to give you the opportunity to get your little phone out or your camera, whatever you've got, and get into Google and find out what you can to support the union as it stands today, because it's going to be your understanding of it that's going to make it available for other people to realise just how important it is for them to belong to a union. So I'm going to have a chat with Obi, my mate, who's helping me with this, and we'll just take you through how you can put together a script and how you can actually do this in next to no time at all. And it doesn't take a lot of experience.
So where do we start?
Where do we start?
Making a video about the union movement isn't as hard as it sounds.
Once you find your topic, it won't take you long to fill in 5 minutes.
So we wanted to make a video about what people remember from their union days.
You could start by interviewing some notable unionists, and there's no shortage of those in the ETU.
There was one issue where they were going to put a waste dump up at Muckaty Station, and I spoke to the MUA about it. I said, I'm pretty sure there's a water table up there. And they said, yeah, we've been talking to the locals, there is a water table up there. So there we go up as part of a bloody bigger trip, and talking to these locals and see what's going on. So we had a meeting with the local elders, both female and male, because you had to have separate ones. And we jumped in the car with one day. I can't remember this bloke's name. He was a champion. He took us out to this mining road where the trucks just continuously go into where he used to work, which was Muckaty Station. And we're looking through the bush, and I'm dressed in a pair of shorts and thongs. He says, oh, be careful, mate. He said, there's some big bloody brown snakes in here. He said, I'm not going far from the road now, so I got a bit closer to the road, let the rest of them have a look. Anyway, while we're doing that, I look over and there's a witch's hat, and I lift the witch's hat up, and there's a bloody boar head there, like a big boar head. So you knew that there'd been a boar there, and there's groundwater there. So I got a rock, we're all back around the boar by that stage, and we dropped the rock down the boar head. You could splash, you could hear the water, you know. And they talked about it was a place where there were never any earthquakes. There was one while we were there, So all the ammunition we needed to knock off Muggity Station was there in one trip. You know, it was awesome. So it's the sort of bullshit. And you know, I spoke to the locals there, and they were that passionate about the thing. They said, "We're going to block the road, Simo. We're going to sit on the road and just block the frigging road. No buses passing this place. That's what we're going to do. We're very passionate about Muckety Station and our land, and they're not putting a nuclear waste dump anywhere near this joint." So it was pleasing. We had a great trip, and we had some great people. Another thing that this Tory government tried to do to our land, put a bloody waste dump on it. You know, I know they're talking about South Australia, but I know we've got under the UN conventions, we have a responsibility to return the waste to our land. Let's stop digging the shit up. That'd be make a whole lot more sense to me.
You can tell your story however you want. It could be animation, photographs, or even puppets. Puppets. You know,
there are a couple of documents that might help you along the way. A script is the first one.
This is ours. A script helps you to plan out the action of your video and who says what.
Then there's the shot list. You'll need a shot list to complete your video.
Once you've got all your shots, it's just a matter of putting the video together.
So be creative, talk to people, try things out, look online for ideas. Importantly, be accurate and make sure you have fun.
You can find examples of the documents we're talking about and more resources on the ETU website at the address below.
Proud to be Union. Good luck.
Should I say anything at the end there?
You can say whatever you like at the end there.
Good luck. What he said.
Hooroo.
Hooroo.